What's up, guys? I hope you are all doing well today, and today I just wanted to talk about the possibility of Nintendo showing up at the Game Awards this year, and what they might show if they potentially do make an appearance. Now, first off, I know that the Game Awards are still a pretty good ways off. I mean, it's September, we still have about 3 months or so, a little less than 3 months to go before we get to the actual show itself. But I just wanted to kind of just touch on my thoughts on what they potentially could show. This has been on my mind for quite a while now. I just wanted to kind of talk about it and just see what you guys think and just go ahead and start an early discussion. If you guys like what you hear today, please subscribe. The support means a lot, and I just really enjoy making this content. And so anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, let's be real. Most everyone watches the Game Awards for the world premieres. I am guilty as charged. I will watch this specifically for the game announcements. I mean, as much as I love to root for Nintendo and hopefully them getting Game Awards, like, I am there for the potential announcements that they may make. Nintendo is most famous for showing off Breath of the Wild not once, not twice, but 3 times at this event. They showed it off back when it was Zelda Wii U in 2014. They showed a second teaser in 2016, and they even showed off the DLC trailer and released it that night of the show before taking home Game of the Year. Like that, Nintendo is most famous for that. Now, before we get into what Nintendo could possibly show, if they even make an appearance, I just need to get one thing out of the way. Nintendo could very well not show up this year. They have proven in the past that they will show up if they want to, and when they don't want to, they will be completely absent. They still had a huge presence with Super Smash Bros., and then kind of just slowly kind of disappeared from the scene. They maybe had one Smash announcement and then nothing for the rest of the night. And then we all thought maybe they might have something for Tears of the Kingdom at the time in years prior, but we know now it's probably due to the pandemic that they couldn't do what they wanted to do. But even now, like, I was expecting last year for them to probably show it off again. But, you know, they are just proven in the past, you know, even though that the Game Awards has a huge audience and a lot more people watch it than their Nintendo Directs, Nintendo will show up if they want to. I believe last year there was no game announcement from Nintendo at the Game Awards. None. And if there was, someone put it in the comments because I don't remember it. In fact, I made this video about what all Nintendo fans were feeling back in 2021. Check that video out. The link is in the description below. But anyway, it was just a painful watch last year, and I was like, all these companies are making announcements, and I'm like, man, come on, Nintendo, please. That's just something that we need to consider first off, is that Nintendo may not show up at all. But if they do, there are some things that they could potentially show, and I'm going to go ahead and get the first obvious one out of the way. I think if they were to show up, the one game that they could give us another teaser trailer for is Tears of the Kingdom. They have been famous for just dropping teasers for these past few years. If they could just drop another teaser and be done with it, another 1.5-minute trailer, and then that'd be it. Because the first game had such a presence at the Game Awards, and now that we have a name and a release date, I would hope that maybe they would allow Aonuma and his team to come on stage, or maybe have a video showing off maybe some gameplay from the game, actual live gameplay of the Sky World, and letting us see more of this brand new Zelda game that will be releasing very soon. It's actually not that far away if you think about it. It really isn't. It'll be here before we know it. So that's one game that I think that they could show off. But another game that I think has another likelihood of happening, again, if Nintendo even decides to show up, is Metroid Prime 4. I really think that Metroid Prime 4 could very well show up at an event like this. I mean, let's be real. At this point, it's almost been 4 years since the game has restarted, and I would think that Retro Studios has something to show at this point. But you know Nintendo. Nintendo's going to do what Nintendo is going to do. So yeah, these are the only 2 games that I actually see possibly being shown. We've seen nothing of Metroid Prime 4, so it would be nice to actually see some gameplay from the game itself. And then Tears of the Kingdom, when we get to the Game Awards itself, the game will be about 5 months, a little less than 5 months from release. we're going to be much closer to the release at that point. And so I would think maybe an official gameplay trailer or Aonuma coming on screen showing some gameplay off would be, I mean, I think it's plausible. What do you guys think? I really think it's plausible. So, but just remember, it very well could be that Nintendo doesn't show up this year, and we just have to prepare ourselves for that. Hype responsibly. You know, at most, we get one game announcement from Nintendo. I'm calling it now. If we don't get anything, then so be it. But I think if they do show up, we get one game announcement. And after that one game announcement, you can hang it up for Nintendo announcements. I hate to be a downer, but I just think that's how it's going to go. But anyways, I just want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Nintendo will show up at the Game Awards this year? Are you even excited for the Game Awards? Comment below and let me know. And if you're new here, please subscribe. And like I said, if you want to see the agony that Nintendo fans went through last year, click the link below and you'll get a good dose of that. Anyways, until the next video, take care. Breath of the Wild 2, please?
Good night, everybody.